है। यहां छोटे से छोटा टीएमसी का नेता खुद को बंगाल का माई बाप समझने लगा है। हुगली को तो इन्होंने शिक्षक भर्ती घोटाले के लिए बदनाम किया है। बीजेपी युवाओं को लूटने वालों को जरूर सजा दिलाएगी। साथियों, आपको एक और बात याद रखनी है। बंगाल में उद्योग तभी लगेंगे, निवेश तभी आएगा जब यहां कानून व्यवस्था बेहतर होगी। लेकिन बंगाल में दंगाइयों को लूटने वालों को, माफियाओं को खुली छूट मिली हुई है। आपको भी पता है कि यहां हर चीज पर सिंडिकेट टैक्स लगाया जाता है। इस सिंडिकेट टैक्स को, इस माफियावाद को भाजपा सरकार ही खत्म करेगी, और ये भी मोदी की गारंटी है। साथियों, टीएमसी सरकार पश्चिम बंगाल की, देश की सुरक्षा के साथ भी खिलवाड़ कर रही है। इसलिए यहां के नौजवानों को खास तौर पर बहुत सावधान रहना है। टीएमसी यहां घुसपैठियों को भांति भांति की सुविधाएं देती है। घुसपैठियों को बचाने के लिए धरने प्रदर्शन करती है। आप याद रखिए, टीएमसी को घुसपैठिए इसलिए पसंद है क्योंकि वो इनके पक्के वोट बैंक है। घुसपैठियों को बचाने के लिए टीएमसी किसी भी हद तक जा सकती है। बीते 11 वर्षों से केंद्र सरकार टीएमसी सरकार को बार बार चिट्ठी लिख रही है कि बंगाल के बॉर्डर पर फेंसिंग लगानी है, इसके लिए जमीन चाहिए। लेकिन टीएमसी को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। टीएमसी ऐसे गिरोहों को संरक्षण देती है जो घुसपैठियों को सुरक्षा देते हैं, उनके लिए फर्जी डॉक्यूमेंट बनाते हैं। साथियों, समय आ गया है जब घुसपैठ को भी पूरी तरह रोकना होगा। और जो लोग बीते दशकों में फर्जी कागज बनाकर यहां घुल मिल गए हैं, उनकी पहचान करके उन्हें उनके देश वापस भी भेजना होगा। ये काम कौन कर सकता है? 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 ये काम आपका एक वोट कर सकता है। आपके वोट की ताकत है। आपका वोट ये सारे सपने पूरा करा सकता है। बीजेपी को दिया आपका एक एक वोट घुसपैठियों को भगा सकता है। इसलिए इस बारी आपको एक ही लक्ष्य, एक ही धुन, एक ही सुर, एक ही संकल्प लेना है। और मैंने प्रारंभ में संकल्प दिलवाया था, फिर से बोलवाता हूं, पाल्टानो दरकार, পাল্টানো দরকার, চাই বিজেপি সরকার। পাল্টানো দরকার, পাল্টানো দরকার, পাল্টানো দরকার, পাল্টানো দরকার, पाल्टानो दरकार। इसी संकल्प के साथ एक बार फिर आप सभी को यहां विशाल संख्या में हमें आशीर्वाद देने के लिए आने के लिए मैं आपका बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। मेरे साथ बोलिए भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। वंदे 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 वंदे।
In Singur, attacking the Trinamool Congress and extolling voters, telling them that the BJP has to come to power if they want violence to stop, rape to stop, crime to stop, saying that change is necessary for West Bengal. Let's go across to Ritik now for more on the Prime Minister's two-day visit to West Bengal, essentially sounding, the poll bugle ahead of the assembly elections. And Ritik, tell us about the significance of the Prime Minister being in Singur today and also highlights from his speech.
What I could remember that in 2011, with the slogan Parivartan, Mamata Banerjee propelled her party into power of West Bengal after a 34-year left regime. Today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, very significantly, while he was addressing in Singur a large gathering, he gave a new call, a new rhetoric. What we do understand, that is Paltano Dorkar. That is, the Parivartan is the real Parivartan is needed. The change is needed. For the betterment of the Bengal. Remember that during his two-day visit, back-to-back in past 48 hours, Prime Minister has came down heavily against Trinamool Congress-led government, and he said that the Trinamool Congress-led government is barring the centre to work in for the benefit of the people of West Bengal. And if the people of Bengal wants their change, wants something good to happen, they should allow or they should vote for BJP this time, because it significantly suggests that the Bharatiya Janata Party, like never before, this time is gearing up all out and to apply its all force to come into power. And today's rally in Singur is very significant, as we all know. It's very significant as far as the Bengal politics is concerned. Following this, the protest led by the opposition leader Mamata Banerjee against the left regime from the Singur lad against a nano factory, a small car factory which was scheduled to come up or set up by the Tata, and it was a historical event. We all consider, we can understand that since then the Bengal politics turned towards another direction. So while he was addressing, very significantly, Prime Minister spoke with regard to the betterment of the people of Bengal, with the investment or the kind of the joblessness the people or the youth of the Bengal are suffering for years.
Right.
So which is why he has flagged off several issues, including the job scam in which many youth teachers have been deprived. All aspirants for
Right.
jobs have been deprived for the past few years. So very significant rally. What we do
Absolutely,
understand.
very significant and very carefully chosen. The place Singur, which is also the place, as Ritik was telling us, from where Mamata Banerjee really rose to be a force to contend with and unseated the left in West Bengal. Well, let's move on to news now from Tamil Nadu, which is also heading to elections and lots of developments there. The big news coming from there is that TVK chief Vijay has now left Tamil Nadu for Delhi. This is after the CBI issued fresh summons to TVK chief Vijay in the Karur stampede case. This is the second time he has been called in for questioning, and he is to appear before the CBI in Delhi on Monday. This is related to the political campaign event that was held in Karur on September 27th, where Vijay was campaigning, and he was meant to address a large gathering, and there was a massive stampede there, very tragic. It claimed 41 people were killed in that stampede. And remember, it was an issue over which Vijay was attacked by other political parties in the state as well, but also a CBI probe taking place, and Vijay now summoned for a second time. Let's go across to NDTV. My colleague Vijay joining us for more, and give us the significance of this second summons, and also the fact that he has been summoned to Delhi for questioning.
That's right, Gargi. This is the second time Vijay is going to appear before the CBI over the Karur stampede, which claimed 41 lives. Earlier, when he appeared before the CBI, he was grilled with many questions. The main question asked by the CBI was why he reached the destination of the campaign destination in 7 hours late. This was the main question asked by the CBI to the Vijay. Vijay gave clarification saying that, and even TVK reiterates their stand, saying that there was a lapses on behalf on the state government side, saying that in terms of giving protection or making arrangements for Vijay's rally, which was the main reason for a stampede-like situation happened in Karur. But this is ahead of 2026 election, more than a Karur stampede tragedy or CBI inquiry. This as a political angle or political perspective also, as you know, opposition parties like Congress and state ruling government DMK also gave a conspiracy angle, saying that the BJP is using CBI as a political tool to pressure Vijay ahead of 2026 election. Even Congress came out, many Congress leaders came out in support of Vijay, saying that BJP is pressuring Vijay to get him into the NDA alliance ahead of 2026 election. However, BJP denied those allegations, saying that CBI inquiry is an independent organization, independent institution, and they are doing their job as a part of the inquiry. But tomorrow Vijay was scheduled to leave tomorrow morning only, but it got preponed because of getting clearance for his private jet. So we are right now in the Chennai airport only. Just now Vijay flight took off from here. He is expected to reach the New Delhi this evening around 6 p.m. and is going to stay there tonight, and then he is expected to appear before the CBI tomorrow morning between 10:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. Remember, last time when Vijay appeared, he only asked for a second round after Pongal holidays. So now they summoned again to appear before the CBI. Now Vijay is on his way to New Delhi to appear before the CBI.
Vijay, thanks so much for joining us with those details. So TVK chief, they're summoned for questioning by the CBI, and he has left now from Chennai. He will be questioned tomorrow morning in New Delhi. In other news now, political leaders from both the Congress and Samajwadi Party are under fire for controversial remarks that they made concerning rape and women's safety. Yesterday, Congress MLA Phul Singh Baraya from Madhya Pradesh sparked outrage by claiming that religious texts permit sexual relations with SC/ST women, also bringing in a context of pilgrimage also into that statement. He further added that those unable to go on pilgrimage could drag women and also falling victim to such twisted logic. And today, Samajwadi Party leader S.T. Hassan also stirred a controversy when he blamed the internet and pornography for rising rape incidents. Hassan said that exposure to online obscenity makes young men's hormones uncontrollable, leaving women and girls at risk of sexual assault. Now, reacting sharply to this, the BJP hit out at both Samajwadi Party and Congress and saying that after the SP, now it is, the Congress making such remarks, calling the remarks deplorable and bizarre.
देखिए, मैं इस बात से सहमत नहीं। अगर सुंदर महिलाएं निकल रही हैं तो फिर सबकी रेप हो रहे होते। लेकिन मैं इस बात को मानता हूं कि ये इंटरनेट बहुत बड़ी वजह है। इंटरनेट के ऊपर जो अश्लीलता इस वक्त छाई हुई है, जब जवान लड़के उसको देखते हैं तो उनका एक हार्मोन टेस्टोस्टेरोन इतना बढ़ जाता है कि वो फिर अपने को सेक्स परफॉर्म करने से रोक नहीं सकते। इस बीच में अगर कोई महिला या कोई लड़की उनके आसपास फंस जाती है तो उसका रेप हो जाता है।
कैसा मेरी बहन बेटी, इंडिया में सबसे ज्यादा रेप किसके होते हैं? शेड्यूल कास्ट, शेड्यूल ट्राइब और मोस्ट ओबीसी होते हैं। तो मेरा कहने का मतलब है, रेप की थ्योरी ये है कि कोई भी कैसी भी दिमाग का आदमी रस्ते में जा रहा है, उसे खूबसूरत अगर लड़की दिखी, सुंदर, अति सुंदर, तो उसका ब्रेन है वो इधर वो विचलित हो सकता है, रेप हो सकता है। आदिवासी में कौन सी अति सुंदर स्त्री है? एससी की कौन सी अति सुंदर स्त्री है? मोस्ट ओबीसी में ऐसी स्त्रियां सुंदरियां हैं। क्यों होता है बलात्कार? उनके धर्म ग्रंथों में इस तरह की निर्देश दिए गए। तो ये लिखा है कि इस जाति के साथ सहवास करने पर ये तीर्थ का फल मिलेगा, इसके साथ ये सहवास करने पर फलाना तीर्थ का मिलेगा, इसको ये करेगा।
महिलाओं का अपमान, यही कांग्रेस और इंडी अलायंस और समाजवादी की पहचान। आफ्टर द शॉकिंग कमेंट ऑफ द कांग्रेस मध्य प्रदेश एमएलए हु मेड extremely disgusting comments about women, about rapes, about SC/ST women yesterday, and instead of being sacked was promoted by Rahul Gandhi. Now we are seeing Samajwadi Party senior leader ST Hassan make equally deplorable comments. He says that because of internet, rapes have increased because seeing the content, the hormones and testosterone of boys increases, and then if they see any woman, that time the woman gets raped. This kind of justification of rapes is the most bizarre and obnoxious and disgusting.
All right, so big controversy over those deplorable remarks made by Congress and Samajwadi Party leaders. Moving on to other news, and Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar has cancelled his scheduled visit to the World Economic Forum in Davos, citing official engagements in New Delhi and Bengaluru. Now, this decision to skip the Davos summit, which is scheduled from the 18th, and he was meant to visit on the 18th, and Shivakumar's return to Delhi has fueled speculation about the stability of the current leadership. BJP State President B.Y. Vijay launched a sharp attack on the Congress-led Karnataka government, accusing it of putting party interests above the state's development.
Indicates the misplaced priorities for Congress government, because they are not looking at investments flowing into Karnataka, but they are ready to mortgage the interests of the people of Karnataka at the feet of Gandhi family. This is what they have been doing. When the German Chancellor was here a couple of days back, Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar were fighting for space on the tarmac to meet Rahul Gandhi for 30 seconds. And then they talk about economic development, which is not existing in the state of Karnataka. Your portals have not been filled, infrastructure is crumbling, investments are going out of Bangalore and Karnataka, but CM and the DCM have only one thing in mind: greed for power and the lust for the seat, which is making them do all these things. And they have mortgaged the interests of Karnataka at the feet of Gandhi family, and they are willing to compromise Karnataka's growth for their personal gains. They are willing to loot the people of Karnataka and give it to the masters in Delhi. Because you look at Karnataka government, the highest contribution to National Herald advertisements is from state of Karnataka, and National Herald virtually has zero circulation, which means to please their masters, that is the Gandhi family, they can go to any extent, but they will not even move an inch if it is for the welfare of the people of Karnataka.
All right, so D.K. Shivakumar won't be at Davos, but guess who is there? In fact, NDTV's top team of editors is in Davos, bringing you all the run-up to the World Economic Forum. That's coming up after this very short break.
After Delhi and Hyderabad teed off in style, the NDTV PGTI Golf Pro-Am now travels to Mumbai, where business leaders and professionals will connect and compete, charged with excitement and energy on one of the country's most storied courses. NDTV PGTI Golf Pro-Am, the course of champions, the conversation of leaders, 23rd January 2026, Mumbai. The front lines of Kargil, the fury of Operation Singur,
so many attacks,
the chaos and cries of disaster zones, to fighter jet cockpits, and the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break, live, unfiltered, 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right, Centre.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.
In the Ukraine.
30 years of trust.
In the Kargil area.
North Ukraine. In France. In Italy. At Srinagar. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Vishnu Shom. Only on NDTV.
"21 days in Kashmir. People have bombarded me, friends, with requests for an unfiltered list of things I saw and observed on the ground. Very special ground report from the line of control. There were some children who've lost limbs in the shelling. They're now India's smallest, but possibly the most powerful crime family. Cough syrup has killed at least 25 children. Gaikwad sahab, aise mat kijiye. Suddenly people are wondering about the weaponization of India-Pakistan cricket. We live and breathe elections. You will not believe your eyes or ears when I show you what I'm about to do. And for a country that has fought so many wars in the mountains and at high altitude, we're standing on the Indian Navy's newest warship. The line of control, Shivakumar, NDTV. Across the country.
He has tracked the pulse of power from Washington to Korea. Witnessed history being made in global capitals and conflict zones. Brought clarity to complex issues of national security and international affairs. Aditya Raj Kaul, covering international affairs like no one else. Only on NDTV network. The first Indian news channel at the World Economic Forum at Davos. 21 years at the heart of the world's most influential dialogue.
Continuing to make sure that the poorest are not forgotten.
Big enough, brave enough, bold enough to face the critics.
We've been doing more and more improvements.
We are the fastest growing amongst the major economies.
Both of us are interested in these.
Young girls aren't in school because they're scavenging for water for the family.
We need to get out of the way and into the work of breaking open access for each and everyone.
Now, India's most trusted news network returns to the Alps with its most formidable editorial voices. NDTV Ignite at Davos.
Straight from the heart of the newsroom to the core of the stories shaping your world. Join me, Gargi Raut, as I track all the developments as they break. Live from the NDTV newsroom, weekdays at 4 p.m.
A very special moment for us as we announce NDTV Masterstroke, the NDTV Art Awards.
NDTV presents the Masterstroke Art Awards. An odyssey of creative brilliance where the masterpiece meets its ultimate recognition.
NDTV bringing this subject forward would have a great integrity of putting it forward where people could understand the importance of art.
This award that is being started, I'm sure is going to be amazing.
Art for India and for Indians is an expression of our Atmanirbharta.
It's actually quite a formidable jury, so I think we'll reveal a lot more as we go along.
This is an amazing platform, I think, today what you're doing.
Honoring the masters who define our creative landscape. Coming soon on the NDTV network.
What seems settled for me is unfinished business. So I rewind. I pause, I reflect, I dig, until what's buried stands up to be counted. Breaking ground, not just headlines, the meaning behind them. This is Breaking Ground with me, Vedika Sood.
Welcome back. The stage is set for this year's edition of the World Economic Forum. This year's theme is the spirit of dialogue, but it's a very different world and the geopolitical, atmosphere right now. So all eyes are going to be on one man. Yes, US President Donald Trump, who's set to address the forum this week. Everyone will be wondering whether he will also be in line with the theme about dialogue. Now, Davos's historic church has turned into the USA House during the World Economic Forum. It's set to host the US President this week, as well as global leaders as they gather at the Swiss Alps. But Trump's arrival comes amid fresh tensions with Europe after he announced that 8 European nations, including Denmark, Germany and France, are going to be facing 10% tariff on their exports to the US starting February 1st. A move, he says, is linked to their opposition over the US efforts to gain control of Greenland. European leaders have criticized the tariff threat as undermining transatlantic ties, even as Trump insists it's essential to US security interests in the Arctic. Well, Team NDTV is at ground zero at Davos, and NDTV Profits Managing Editor Tamanna Inamdar gets us all the insights. The USA House is probably going to be the center of attention for the next few days, with the visit of President Donald Trump possibly going to be the highlight of the entire WEF event this year in Davos. Now, the USA House has been built in a church. This is the old English church, and it's quite interesting that this is where the USA House will sit. They have also, if you look at the website, talked a lot about the significance of what the USA House is going to do. Now, every nation and every major nation does have a house here. We showed you the India House yesterday as well. But I found this part very, very interesting, and I did a Google Translate. Well, what it talks about is the presence of Russians in Davos. There used to be around 3,000 Russians in Davos, and they built a library just for their books, which were not acceptable to others. Looking at what is happening in geopolitics right now, and especially in Europe, the presence of the USA House right next to this sign becomes that much more interesting. So lots going to be happening at Davos, where businesses and world leaders gather every year. Tamanna takes us through what's expected during the World Economic Forum. We're at the Congress Center, which is the hub of all the activity that takes place in Davos every year during the World Economic Forum. And you can see that board right there, Davos clusters 19 to 23rd Jan. Now, it's calm right now, but come tomorrow, these streets are going to be packed. Entry into this place is going to take a lot of time, and you're going to see the who's who of the world, including world leaders, large corporate leaders, all of them congregating here. Now, what happens in here? You have this entrance, and then you have several meeting rooms inside. So there are talks going on simultaneously, and if you have an entry into the Congress Center, you can attend any of those sessions. In fact, an entry into the Congress Center is very coveted. You will find a lot of people who come into Davos to network, but do not have the accreditation or the entry to get inside. So you will see a lot of breakout meetings outside as well, even if they don't attend these sessions. But these sessions are popular. No prizes for guessing. The most coveted session this time will probably be that of US President Donald Trump on Wednesday afternoon, and hopefully we'll get a chance to get in as well. If you look up there where those white peaks are, that is where the studios are, and you will see us reporting from the NDTV studio up there as well. It's going to be quite beautiful with a great view. But right now, we're getting in there to scout out the plan for Monday onwards.
Other opposition parties.
They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
Mumbai are bringing our first India tour in your city. Rag on with Shankar Ehsan Loy and Siddharth Mahadevan and Shivam Mahadevan. 5 times melody, 5 times Masti with NDTV Good Times. Go grab your tickets on Live Your City by Fever.
Watch Jai Jawan with me this Republic Day only on NDTV.
The world today stands at an edge, with old certainties making way for unfamiliar choices. Climate stress, a fractured world, economic headwinds, technology in reset. From freezing geopolitics to the heart of the world's most consequential conversations, we take you inside the world's thinking room, unleashing the spirit of dialogue. Watch our live coverage of the World Economic Forum at Davos, NDTV Ignite, all week long, only on the NDTV network.
इनको यहाँ से जाना ही होगा।
जय मां दुर्गा!
There is no bigger battle in 2026. And nobody has reported Bengal like I have. Buckle up for an unforgettable election thriller. Will the BJP breach Mamta's fortress?
TMC जावे, BJP आसपे।
Can Didi fight off her life's biggest challenge?
BJP double engine সরকার এই লড়াই বাঁচতে হবে।
Battleground Bengal with Manogya Loiwal.
The world in a state of complete turmoil, perhaps more than ever before since the Second World War. This year at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, the world will be grappling with critical issues. There are more global leaders here than perhaps we've ever seen in several decades. What are we looking at? We're looking at Greenland, we're looking at Iran, we're looking at Venezuela, we're looking at trade, we're looking at sanctions, we're looking at the future of the workplace and artificial intelligence. Will the dialogue here actually achieve anything? We'll have to wait and see. But do join us on the NDTV network with an excellent team of producers, anchors and video journalists as we continue to bring you the very latest from the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
लोग कहते हैं कि जिंदगी एक फिल्म की तरह होती है, लेकिन मेरी जिंदगी सिर्फ एक फिल्म नहीं, एक ब्लॉकबस्टर फिल्म है। बचपन से पता था मेरे सपनों में दम है, आगे नहीं सबसे आगे जाना है, स्टार नहीं सुपरस्टार बन के दिखाना है। नाम मिला, फेम मिला, प्यार मिला, I was not just running, I was flying। सबकी जुबां पे बस एक ही नाम, यो हनी सिंगर। लेकिन फिर ब्लॉकबस्टर कहानी में आया एक ट्विस्ट, 7वें आसमान से सीधा गिरा मैं जमीन पर। फिर क्या, खुद पे काम दोबारा शुरू, फैंस ने फिर प्यार दिखाया, फिर स्टार नहीं सुपरस्टार बनाया। है ना मेरी जिंदगी एक ब्लॉकबस्टर फिल्म। शुक्रिया आपकी प्रेयर्स का और आपके प्यार का। कॉन्सर्ट्स तो आपने बहुत देखे होंगे, बट दिस इज गोना बी कॉन्सर्ट ऑफ अ लाइफटाइम, क्योंकि मेरे फैंस ही हैं मेरी विक्ट्री, मेरी हिस्ट्री, मेरी ग्लोरी। सो कम एंड विटनेस यो हनी सिंह, दिस इज माय स्टोरी।
After Delhi and Hyderabad teed off in style, the NDTV PGTI Golf Pro-Am now travels to Mumbai, where business leaders and professionals will connect and compete, charged with excitement and energy on one of the country's most storied courses. NDTV PGTI Golf Pro-Am, the course of champions, the conversation of leaders. 23rd January 2026, Mumbai. The front lines of Kargil, The fury of Operation Singur.
So many attacks.
The chaos and cries of disaster zones. To fighter jet cockpits. And the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break. Live. Unfiltered. 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right and Centre.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.
In the Ukraine.
30 years of trust.
In the Kargil area.
North Ukraine. In France. In Italy. At Srinagar. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Vishnu Shom. Only on NDTV.
"21 days in Kashmir. People have bombarded me, friends, with requests for an unfiltered list of things I saw and observed on the ground. Very special ground report from the line of control. There were some children who've lost limbs in the shelling. They're now India's smallest, but possibly the most powerful crime family. Cough syrup has killed at least 25 children. Gaikwad sahab, aise mat kijiye. Suddenly people are wondering about the weaponization of India-Pakistan cricket. We live and breathe elections. You will not believe your eyes or ears when I show you what I'm about to do. And for a country that has fought so many wars in the mountains and at high altitude, we're standing on the Indian Navy's newest warship, the line of control, Shivakumar, NDTV. Across the country.
Welcome back. Some international news now. US President Donald Trump has called for an end to Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's 37-year-old rule, calling him a sick man. Trump said that it is because of the leadership of Iran that it is the worst place to live anywhere. Trump's remarks come after Khamenei vowed to break the back of seditionists involved in the protests. He also blamed Trump for casualties during the anti-government demonstrations in Iran. Right, with that, time for us to slip into a short break. And news and updates continue on the other side. Do keep watching.
The first Indian news channel at the World Economic Forum at Davos. 21 years at the heart of the world's most influential dialogue.
Continuing to make sure that the poorest are not forgotten.
Big enough, brave enough, bold enough to face the critics.
We've been doing more and more improvements.
We are the fastest growing amongst the major economies.
Both of us are interested in these.
Young girls aren't in school because they're scavenging for water for the family.
We need to get out of the way and into the work of breaking open access for each and everyone.
Now, India's most trusted news network returns to the Alps with its most formidable editorial voices. NDTV Ignite at Davos.
Straight from the heart of the newsroom to the core of the stories shaping your world. Join me, Gargi Raut, as I track all the developments as they break. Live from the NDTV newsroom, weekdays at 4 p.m.
A very special moment for us as we announce NDTV Masterstroke, the NDTV Art Awards.
NDTV presents the Masterstroke Art Awards, an odyssey of creative brilliance where the masterpiece meets its ultimate recognition.
NDTV bringing this subject forward would have a great integrity of putting it forward where people could understand the importance of art.
This award that is being started, I'm sure is going to be amazing.
Art for India and for Indians is an expression of our Atmanirbharta.
It's actually quite a formidable jury, so I think we'll reveal a lot more as we go along.
This is an amazing platform, I think, today what you're doing.
Honoring the masters who define our creative landscape. Coming soon on the NDTV network.
What seems settled for me is unfinished business. So I rewind. I pause. I reflect. I dig until what's buried stands up to be counted. Breaking ground, not just headlines, the meaning behind them. This is Breaking Ground with me, Vedika Sood.
I don't sugarcoat. I shoot straight and tell you stories the way they need to be told. Unfiltered, unafraid, unmissable. That's how I roll. Watch me, Priyanka Deo, on NDTV World. Namaste.
They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
Mumbai are bringing our first India tour in your city. Rag on with Shankar Ehsan Loy and Siddharth Mahadevan and Shivam Mahadevan. 5 times melody, 5 times masti with NDTV Good Times. Go grab your tickets on Live Your City by Fever.
Watch Jai Jawan with me this Republic Day only on NDTV.
The world today stands at an edge, with old certainties making way for unfamiliar choices. Climate stress, a fractured world, economic headwinds, technology in reset. From freezing geopolitics to the heart of the world's most consequential conversations, we take you inside the world's thinking room, unleashing the spirit.
Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Disha Bagchi. We've got a whole lot lined up for you, but first, here are the big stories we're tracking this hour. The CBI issues fresh summons to TVK chief Vijay in the Karur stampede case. He leaves for Delhi. Second round of questioning for Vijay by the central agency. The Karur stampede case, now fresh CBI summons for Vijay. Prime Minister Modi's knives out attack in Bengal. Prime Minister targets Mamata Banerjee, calls TMC rule Jungle Raj and raises change is necessary war cry. Prime Minister says it's time to teach the pro-infiltrator TMC a lesson ahead of the elections.
अब पश्चिम बंगाल भी टीएमसी के महाजंगल राज को
After the Mahayuti's landmark victory in Mumbai, now post-BMC verdict politics intensifies. Power play for Mumbai mayorship in focus. Ganga Sabha bars non-Hindus at Haridwar's Har Ki Pauri. Samajwadi Party, AIMIM slam BJP over ban of non-Hindus. Akhilesh says this is BJP's conspiracy. OEC says this is untouchability and it goes against the constitution. A historic church turns into the world's power center as Davos 2026 begins. US President Donald Trump arrives leading the largest American delegation set to dominate the summit amid a tariff storm and new duties on European allies. Action, cut, ski, repeat, a little Swiss adrenaline and a whole lot of insights and conversations. Catch the unmissable Davos coverage only on NDTV. Second round of CBI summons for TVK Chief Vijay. The controversy over the Karur stampede continues to simmer, with the CBI issuing fresh summons to actor-turned-politician Vijay. Now, TVK Chief Vijay is en route to Delhi to appear before the CBI tomorrow, following fresh summons in connection with the ongoing investigation into the Karur stampede that claimed 41 lives. Vijay had previously appeared at the CBI headquarters in Delhi on January the 12th, where he was questioned for over 6 hours about the tragedy. We have with us NDTV correspondent Vijay Gopal joining us on the broadcast. Let's go across to him. Vijay Gopal, what can you tell us now that there's a second round of CBI summons and the TVK chief is set to be questioned yet again? What can we expect?
Well, it is politically important for TVK Chief Vijay because remember on the first round of CBI inquiry there was many questions to Vijay put forward regarding the Karur stampede. The main question asked by the CBI is why Vijay reached the destination, they reached the campaign site 7 hours late. So this was the main question asked by the CBI. However, TVK maintains their stand, reiterates saying that there was lapses in terms of making arrangements, security arrangements for Vijay. That's the reason for main reason for the stampede-like situation, which claimed 41 lives in Karur district. However, CBI asked